Thank God you're here. Where have you been, bitch? Where have you bloody been?
I don't exactly know where to start on a video like this because there's a lot of things I need to talk about, so I'm just going to go right into it, I guess. I just want to preface this and say that I wouldn't make this video if I didn't feel like I needed to. I usually think that if a YouTuber takes a break and they come back, I think those videos are kind of dumb because they normally just say, I don't mean to disrespect any other YouTubers, but they usually just say things like, I just needed a break, and now that I'm back, I'm going to be doing this, this, and this, and they list off all these promises they're making in terms of content and things like that. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm really just going to kind of fill you guys in on what happened because I've been making videos on this channel for 3 years now, and I started super consistently in the latter half of 2015, and since then, the longest gap in between uploads has been 6 days, and that's only happened twice, to my knowledge, so it's been very regular. If you're somebody that hangs out in this channel or likes this channel, watches a lot on this channel, then you know that I don't take breaks like I just did. It was unusual, the gap in between uploads here. So what happened? A lot of things. I have a little bit of a list on my phone here, so I'm going to be able to run through it. Yeah, I want to let you guys know, first off, I'm not done with the channel. Lay that to rest real quick. I'm okay, and I'm going to kind of explain. So first off, let's just cover the very first thing you guys are going to notice. I'm in a different place. This is a new room. What's going on here? I have moved since my last time uploading. I think this was talked about briefly beforehand. I'm 5 minutes away from the house that I used to live in. I just moved across town. I didn't move in any new states or anything like that. Nowhere cool. But basically, my lease was up. One of my oldest friends, one of my closest friends, Jesse, he's been in a couple of videos. I don't know if you guys know him, but he essentially, he was interested in moving in, and the plan was it was going to be Tyler, Jesse, Clay, and I moving into a new house around this time. Some stuff happened with Clay. He ended up not moving, but Jesse, Tyler, and I still moved. As my landlords were informed at the previous house, and they were preparing to do renovations on that house. Dallas is staying there. We're cool. Dallas and I are fine. Nobody has any bad blood there. I don't want that to be interpreted like, oh, we hate them, so we left. No, nothing like that. We just moved. So that's why I'm in a new room. So I was doing that. That's obviously time consuming. My phone went to sleep. The other thing is, yeah, so this is the big thing. The big thing that has happened is, so my dad has some health issues, and he lived around here, and I was living with him before I moved into the CX house, and I was there. He had some health issues. I was there, keeping company, helping him out with stuff that he needed, and we're originally from Ohio, my entire family. His family's up there, his mom, his dad, his brother, and ultimately we decided that it would be best for him to move up to Ohio where he would be able to be there and they'd be able to try to take care of him and stuff like that. And so last summer I moved him up there, somewhere in the middle of the summer. I don't know, I was out of town. I had to take a break from streaming because I was doing that. So I moved my dad up to Ohio, and he was there for about a year. And recently he ended up taking a decline in his health. And we were actually informed, however long ago it was now, that he had less than 30 days to live. And so that obviously immediately took a big mental toll on me because that's shitty things to hear, and that's something you have to think about that's just bad news. And then I wanted to travel and see him as much as possible. I ended up making 3 individual trips up to Ohio to see him. Within that, I think it ended up being about 3 weeks. He did end up passing away. So yeah, making those trips, even though I'm super thankful that I have family and friends that were able to help me on the financial side of things, because it's not cheap to go across the country. It's like I don't know how many miles it is. It's like 12 hours by car, and flying is expensive. So yeah, I had people help me out on the terms of getting up there, which is great. Like Jesse, for example, he and I took a trip together. He covered almost every single cost. Was really great of him because it's expensive. I went with my sister twice, and then I went with Jesse, and he kind of bankrolled it, and we just drove up, and I got to see my dad. So I was spending time doing that, and I had to spend money doing that. And if I'm away, I can't be here because my job was making YouTube videos and streaming. And if I'm not here doing that, I'm not making money. And if I'm spending the money that I did have, you guys can see the pattern. It was expensive, and I was not getting any financial return. And that caused me to stress a lot because I was getting by every month in terms of making money doing this, but I was not really grossing any money. I was breaking even pretty much every month, and that was a lifestyle that I was willing to do because this is my dream, and that still is, like. But ultimately, I decided it was for the best that I got a job, and then I would be able to be a lot more financially stable. I would not have to stress about money near as much, and I don't need to explain the benefits of having a job. You need to make money. So I did that. So that's the third thing, is I got a job, and I've been working full time. So I've had a lot going on with everything, and then I just last weekend traveled up. My dad's wishes were to have his ashes scattered in multiple locations. We did one of them in Ohio this last weekend, so I was up there. And then pretty soon I'm going to have to go out of town again for another one. And then, yeah, so that's kind of had a lot going on. And, yeah, I ended up going back to work. My mom owns multiple businesses. I'm helping her with one of them. I'm working for her full time, which I have in the past. But so I kind of knew that I could go back to that anytime. Which is obviously a great opportunity because it's the family business, so I can get involved. And, potentially long term, I could maybe take it over. It just depends. So there's a little, there's a future there. That could be a career. And I know that's beneficial because there's not really any certainty when you're doing YouTube and streaming is what your future is going to be. As much as I love it, you don't know. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that. And I just needed to make money because of everything that I described. And I was not about to... I'm not going to talk about that. I was anyway, so yeah. So I did that, and I have... just everything that happened with my dad was, obviously heavy. That took a big mental toll on me. I was not in the mood to be making anything, going live. You have to be pretty in a good mood to stream, and then same thing with YouTube. And obviously that was, not fun. And it sucks. I'm only 24, for you guys know. I guess it could be old. So that's all things considered pretty young to lose a parent. But as much as that makes me sad, at the same time, I am super thankful that I had 24 years of my dad because. Some people don't get that long, so I'm thankful for that. Some people lose parents even earlier, and I'm just thankful for the time that I did have. But on the other side of things, I am back now. I'm not going to be going back to... I'm not going to commit to anything, because as I said at the beginning of the video, I think that's kind of dumb. And I think that... I never had a consistent schedule. I just would upload as much as I could. Usually, and that's kind of still the plan. Now, I will say my priority is going to be my job because that is my primary source of income now, and so I will obviously be focusing on that because I do need to make money to pay bills. And I do want to keep doing this stuff, though. I'm very excited to get back into it, and I will be uploading as much as possible. It's not going to be probably as frequent as it used to be, but I'd like to get good 3 videos a week, ideally. As far as streaming goes, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how I feel about it. If I feel like streaming, I'm gonna turn on the stream. But I'm gonna kind of get back into it as I'm trying to adjust to all these different changes. I also have my sister is getting married at the end of the month, 2 weeks, so I'm going out of town for that. And then I also have to go out of town for the other part of the funeral and stuff like that. So I do have a lot going on. I'm busy. But moving forward, I will continue to be playing Halo 5 or just Halo in general. PUBG, and then I'm really excited for Black Ops 4 now before everybody freaks out because it's Call of Duty. This game, I mean, you guys had to have heard about it. I did not get a chance to play any of the Blackout beta, but it looks really fun. And for those of you guys who are the PUBG fans, it's a new exciting battle royale that I think is just comparable in experience. I don't know, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know if I'm going to like it. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited to try it. That comes out this weekend, so I plan on playing that a lot. The way I see it, if it's a VR game that I'm really enjoying, I'm going to play it. If it's not, I'm not going to play it. I always have PUBG. I love that game. If it's fun, great. If it's not, great. That's just kind of how I see it. That's really the only way to put it. But yeah, I'm planning on continuing doing content. I have, ideas for things that I want to do in the future. And I think that's it. I think we're back. I hope that gives you guys some insight. I apologize for the wait. I know I was inactive on all forms of social media. I didn't post on my Instagram, rarely post on my Twitter and YouTube and Twitch, and I'd love to just chalk it up to I needed a break. I would agree that, yeah, I did not want to do any of these things when I was going through all these things that I was just explaining, but it's not as simple as like, oh, I just needed a mental break. Like, I just wanted to be candid with you guys, let you guys know what was happening. A lot of things have happened, and I want to I appreciate anybody that was concerned, people that commented, people that reached out to me. Thank you. It's very nice of you. We're good. I'm good. Looking forward to get back into it. So thank you guys for the patience. Much love, and see you guys soon.